Right now we are joined by Joel Corry.
Hey guys.
Welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having me.
How you doing?
So good. I'm absolutely buzzing. I've just come off stage. The set went amazing. The crowd was so up for it. It didn't rain. The weather held
Oh
out.
my God, yeah.
It's been a mad day, but honestly, I'm just on such a high right now.
You were playing the Arc stage, right?
Yes, it's my second year. I did it last year as well.
Yeah.
So it's back on the Arc stage. And yeah, I love that stage so much because the visuals sort of like wrap around you and there's so much like SFX and pyro. And yeah, I feel at home at that stage.
What's the difference between when you played last time and this time?
I'd say this time I approached the set a bit differently. I kept it more fun and bouncy, and I really felt like it connected like fully this year. So
Yeah.
I feel great, man.
Good. How's your summer been? Because from socials and things, we can see like you're a busy guy.
Also, Love Island Villa as well.
Hey.
So
No, summer has been insane. Like I've spent a lot of it in Ibiza because I have a residency there every Wednesday at Ibiza Rocks. Like 18 weeks, so it's a long
That is a
stretch.
long slog.
But you know, I love Ibiza. It's like my second home, so I love being out there. Also playing in America on a lot of weekends, so I've been going back and forth.
Wow.
yeah,
How are you
it's-
dealing with that physically? Because that's a lot on your body, right?
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough because you're constantly sort of like in jet lag and your body clock is like all over the place. But it's all about kind of trying to stay in a routine as much as possible, like keeping healthy. You know, I try and still go to the gym as much as I can and not party too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, I'm still alive. So that's
There
good.
you go.
You're getting very good at sleeping on planes, I imagine.
I'm not good at it. That's the problem. I wish I was. That was like the one thing I'm not good at is sleeping on planes. And that would be one skill. If I could have any skill, would be let me nap on planes because that would be very handy for me.
Yeah.
With that long with like the residencies, you must have made some incredible connections, like some people that you've made friends with for life, right?
Yeah, of course. You know, like you know, on the circuit when you tour so much, you meet your idols a lot as well, which is great. And you know, there's so many DJs that I've met on tour that I've connected with, and then got into like talks about collaborations, and that's how like a lot of collaborations begin. Is when you literally meet someone backstage.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell us who.
Yeah,
Who's in talks?
Oh, do you know what? I've actually just been doing a bit of door knocking backstage here at Creamfields.
Whose door did you knock on?
I just actually met with Mal P. He's going on stage. I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
He's making bangers right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, big up to Mal P.
And let's talk about next releases then. What's coming up?
So I've just released a new single with MK and Rita Ora. It came out on Friday. It's called Drinking.
Huge.
Yeah, thanks. You know,
Banger.
I mean, we just talked about like collaborating with your idols. Like MK is definitely one of my idols. He's been an inspiration to me, you know, since I was a teenager and when I first started DJing. So now it's amazing for me to say I've got a track with him and Rita Ora, superstar. So yeah, I'm really excited about this release, and I just played it on the Arc stage there, and it went off. So yeah, I hope everyone loves the new track.
Were you actually able to be in the studio or like you sending? Because obviously you're busy, so I don't know whether you're actually.
No, a lot of it's remote. So especially this one of MK, it was a lot of like me sending back and forth, and you know, like I had a demo, I sent it to him and all the parts. He then added his juice to it. You know, all his MK touches, sent it back to me, and then it's kind of like back and forth. And you know, I must have sent him about 20 different versions of the final mix, and I'm a bit crazy like that. I was like, drove him mad. I was like, this is the final one. I was like, no, I've changed it. It's a little
No,
bit.
wait.
It was
This
like,
is it.
Joel, it sounds exactly the same.
That is always the way, though, isn't it? Just overthinking it. Right, let's get into the quickfire questions. So, would you prefer to play a DJ set for the sunset or the sunrise?
Ooh, sunset.
Yeah.
Because I like to go to bed early.
This is why you stayed so healthy.
Yeah, this is why you look so healthy, because you go to bed.
Sunset's good though, because it's like I like to take like my sets on a journey where I kind of start maybe lighter and go darker with the beats, and like when it's sunset, you get that nice moment where the sun goes down and then you're like, right, now it's game time, and you really start slamming the
I
bangers.
feel like
The
people
energy.
get into that mood as well, don't they?
Yeah,
They're
like
all
I played at Yeshua in Ibiza last week, and that's I played the sunset set, and it was like a 2-hour set. The first hour it was light, and then the second hour it got darker and darker and darker, and you could feel the crowd like getting into the zone, and you go with them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's I love a sunset set.
What's your pre-show ritual?
Pre-show ritual, I love a shot of tequila before I go on the decks. Like that really gets the juices flowing, you know what I mean? Wakes me up a little bit. So yeah, Yeah, I need a shot of tequila before I go on.
Dangerous if people were passing them to you during, though.
Yeah, that happens to me sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to drink tonight. The next minute, I've had 5 shots of tequila. And I'm like,
It hits you hard, doesn't it?
It really does.
I know I'm
yeah.
a lightweight as well. Everyone knows that over there.
Yeah, I am. And you don't realise until you get off and you're like, whoa, someone give me some water. And finally, 3 artists from the Creamfields lineup. Someone that you'd like to camp with, someone you'd like to do back-to-back with, someone that you'd like to rave with.
All right. Camp with, I've got to say, David Guetta.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my friend David Guetta. We've done some tracks together, and you know, he's. I think he'd be fun to camp with.
I think
He's
you'd
got some
have a
good
nice,
stories.
You'd have a nice tent as well. Wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
have a nice tent,
Yeah, I
and
feel like you'd do it-
you know,
do
if he
it
was
right.
telling me like a few bedtime stories, like I think he'd have some.
With a
some
little torch on.
Yeah.
Picturing the scene, Joel.
Joel would be like, I'm going to bed. I'm trying to get back to sleep. And then, like, he's going to be like, no, I've
He'd
got
be like,
another
Joel, no, Joel, I gotta tell you about this time.
So true.
Back to back. Well, I just mentioned him, Mal P. I just saw him backstage. You know, I've been playing a lot of his music in my sets, and he's making some of the freshest, biggest bangers right now. So I'd love to go back to back with Mal P. And what was the last one?
Rave.
Rave.
Oh, easy. Becky Hill.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's
My
very
girl Becky Hill,
popular.
man. She is like a. She'd be so fun to rave with. We actually kind of went out on Ibiza together, but I would like to do like a full blown rave with her because she's just like the best vibes ever.
I feel like we need to give that girl a rave badge because everyone's been picking her out.
A lot of
haven't they?
people have picked her.
Have they?
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
they
Big
have.
up Becky, man.
Big up
Yeah.
Becky. And big up Joel Corry. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for joining us. That's all we have time for right about now because we're going to be headed back to the Steel Yard for Art Bat. But thank you, Joel
Thank
Corry.
you, guys.
Thank you.
See you later.